Hello and welcome back to another exciting interview on Poker Pro News. And today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Dhaval Mudgal, one of India's most accomplished pros with several remarkable achievements on the live and online poker fields. He is the first ever champion of WPT Vietnam Main Event. Also, he's the winning captain of Go on Nuts in PSL seasons 2. Besides, he is the winner of several online marquee events on major platforms like Adda 52, Spartan Poker, and various other platforms. Also, he has been associated with several major brands as a team pro. So let's welcome the one and only Mr. Dhaval Mudgal.
Hi, Kushid. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, sir. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time. And
Thank you for the nice introduction. Yeah.
I'm very excited to have you on the show. So let's begin. So tell us about your journey from being a musician to becoming a professional poker player.
I mean, see, that journey is well documented in the sense that we. I mean, there was a time where I was playing music, and I mean, I still obviously love music, but at that time we were very young. We just wanted to get on stage and play music because that's what made us happy. We didn't really think about, you know, how to shape it as a career or, really have really clear ideas about how we want to go about rehearsing and practicing and writing and producing. So we were just young guys in college. We just wanted to play music, so we got on stage and we played music. We recorded some music. साथ साथ पोकर भी चलता रहता था. It was a bit of a up and down. It was like, you'd give some more days in a month to music, some more days in a month to poker. So I felt at some point you could be good at both but get better at neither. So there comes a point where you start thinking about, okay, where should I put more of my time into? And at that time when I was doing music, mainstream music, I mean, even today, mainstream music is the only thing that's popular, not the niches as such. So at that time, I chose to get into poker a lot more. Even poker as such the start was very similar. Like, we didn't have thought. Like, today, of course, you can plan your whole career out. There's so much knowledge in the world. That time we were just playing. Because it was fun.
Interesting, exciting journey. Dhaval sir, you have won 10 live titles across multiple international events.
Okay.
So which of these victories holds the most significance to you and why?
I think definitely WPT Vietnam has to be the main event, has to be the special one. It's to win a large field main event outside the country. I mean, I had not won a main event, I think, at that time at anywhere, and apart from maybe like a Bangalore-based tournament or something. So it was really nice. It's such a huge event. It's a life-changing a score. It's general, there's a lot of prestige attached to it. I was zoned in a manner. I remember, when people speak about achieving some sort of flow state, I remember nothing outside of the tournament, but I remember everything from the tournament, all the hands, all the things like that. So it was just a special feeling that time. And the beauty of it was we had like close to 50 Indians at the time when I won in Vietnam. So it was like the loudest rail ever. People could not, you could hear the noise everywhere. It was a great time. And I mean, that'll always be special, obviously.
Wonderful. Yeah, it was really a special moment for you. I think Vietnam seems to be a very special place for you with several deep runs and a career best score. What makes this place stand out for you as a player?
Well, I think anybody who's been to Vietnam will know that, I mean, apart from being a fantastic country as it is with some lovely people, is a fantastic place to play poker because, well, poker is in its new stages there. So, a lot of the guys in Vietnam are still learning. They haven't been exposed to the game for that long. So obviously, there's a larger number of mistakes and makes the field a bit softer. It's also something that I really resonate with is people in Vietnam really, really, really like to have fun while playing. Matlab, it's not like everyone sitting like this, staring each other down. Wo sab bhi hai apna, but it is very, very fun. Like people are going to be up and screaming for their cards. And I think that people make this mistake a lot while playing this game. They take themselves too seriously. I think it's important to have fun. We play a game for a living, and I think it's important to acknowledge that. And that makes it really fun. And of course, the fields are really, really soft, which just makes it even. It makes it a complete package. Staying is cheap. Food is cheap. So it's a beautiful country otherwise. So I don't see why not. And it's close by to India, so you can be quick in and out as well, direct flights.
Wonderful. Dhaval sir, as we have observed, it is not just Vietnam. There are a lot of other places where Indians are playing. With more and more Indians, choosing to play in other Asian countries than in India. So, do you think live poker is struggling in India?
There is no question that live poker is struggling in India. I mean, if you keep introducing tax on tax on tax on tax on tax on something, where you don't allow deductions, where you don't allow us to put we are saying we'll pay all the taxes that the government imposes on us, but we cannot deduct our flights, we cannot deduct our expenses, we cannot deduct anything. So obviously, I mean, just in that sense, it's no longer profitable. So a lot of people are not going to play. In terms of infrastructure, we lack quite deeply, because now there's only one casino that can actually host tournaments. That casino in itself is, it splits the public as such in terms of whether they love it or not. In the sense, the operator has not, I don't think, thinks about how they want to structure it. They don't run enough satellites. They don't announce the dates well in time. So I think all these things will obviously affect. They don't check if there's a clash between a major tournament outside the country during the same dates, because it's tough for them to get dates. So all these things will make it really tough for people if I have to spend the same overheads to come to, say, I live in Goa, so for me it's literally a walk across to the casino. But for somebody who's coming from, say, Delhi, or for, say, Bombay, if he has to spend 20,000 rupees on flights, 50,000 rupees on hotels, then he might as well consider at the same time, if there's an international series which is better organized, with larger fields, with better structures, with more prestige, with more professionalism, then you would obviously choose that. So there is a lot to look into for operators, whether they're looking at this as a way to make money purely, or whether they want to grow the game and make it reach somewhere deeper. So I think there's a lot of introspection I hope for the government as well, and I hope for the operators as well.
Yeah, very true, very true. Coming to your online career, you have won several marquee online events and accumulated several crores in winnings. So, what has been the most defining moment of your online career?
That's a little tougher to say, all these crores, only the poker guru tells you that you have. I mean, that the tracking systems are a bit flawed in our country. They don't track your buy-ins as well. Anyway, that's a different conversation. Listen, with online, what happens is I'm predominantly a live player who spends 6 to 7 months of the year on the road playing. Every time I feel like I'm a bit tired and I'm a bit, exhausted, I come back home to play online. And the main key thing for online for me is to be able to take down hands, to study them and review them later and try and fix mistakes. So that is how I try and view online. There have been several fun Sundays which are obviously nice, which turn well. I think there was one of those big series where I won something which was exciting. I cannot even tell you what it was. Maybe India Poker Legend or something. But yeah, with online you don't really remember. See, with live you have a clear visual memory of where you are and who was with you and the winner's photo. With online it's like, okay, I played 8 tournaments today. I won one of them. I broke even. It's like you don't really. So I can't think of any landmark moment as such.
Agree with you. Live is more impactful. Yeah, you remember everything from the live scene. Dhaval bhai, talking about Poker Sports League, you led your team go nuts to victory in PSL Season 2, and you were also a part of Gujarat Falcons in PSL Season 6. So, how PSL has influenced your perspective on poker?
So I think I was a captain for Goa for 4 years, and we won it in Season 2. And this is the first year. Last year was when I played as a non-captain, and I played as a pro in Gujarat Falcons. So the cool thing is I've gotten to see all sides of it as such. And I think the Poker Sports League truly is a unique event. Any poker player who's played poker for many years will be able to tell you that when you put yourself in a team format, when there is like, you can openly cheer for your for your teammates, that adds something so much more. Like, as poker players, we are taught to numb our emotions, to think with logic, to not react, because highs and lows are problematic. But here there's a young kid who's a qualifier, and you've taught him a concept, and he goes and uses it in a tournament, and you're standing there and you're screaming. So that there is something very beautiful and something very, it's tough to describe, but anyone who's part of the PSL, you can see the amount of love that anyone who's ever played PSL has for it. So you'll see that they'll understand what I'm talking about. Plus, it brought me into contact with season 2, the year we won, with some fantastic poker minds like Dylan Lindy and Kevin McPhee, and Thomas Ward, Brian Huang, who are all friends now. And these were guys who were my wild cards. So I think being able to learn from them, being surrounded by better poker players who have played the game more, who approach the game in a better manner than you, it just teaches you so much. And it just teaches you maybe some good habits, some bad habits, but also a more structured way of learning. So I tend to pick their brain about hands, and they are just, that's an invaluable resource.
Amazing. Yeah, PSL gives you a different vibe, different experience. Agree with you on 100%. According to you, Dhaval Bhai, according to you, how has PSL contributed to establishing poker as a mind sports, and what more can be done to, further popularize this game as a mainstream game?
So, I always try, and when people speak about PSL, I actually give them the prime example of, say, somebody like Gaurav Sood. Gaurav was a qualifier in season 1. Today he is, by far and away, by popular vote, we can all agree, the best player in the country. We would say probably the best, but it can be 1, 2, 3 according to your personal taste. He is now captain for a team, and I think that is the beauty of PSL. Not to say that he has not done work outside of PSL. Of course, he has put in hours and hours. But the idea is, again, around putting yourself in the right circumstances and taking the best of what you have around you. And he was a qualifier today. He's crushing the game. He's phenomenal. If I have a doubt in a hand, I will probably go and ask him. And that's so beautiful, because you see the journey come through. I was a captain in season 1, and he was a qualifier in season 1. Today he's reached a place where I go to him with doubts, and that just shows that there is a clear way of improving at this game if you approach it in the right manner. In terms of PSL, obviously the fact that it was coming on sports channels like D Sports and JioCinema on OTT platforms, I think it's not so problematic for me in terms of acceptance and family and things like that. But for a lot of the younger guys, I think when people don't understand around them, when they say poker is a sport and it's a mind sport, I think being able to legitimize it through OTT platforms and television broadcasting becomes really big. Vishwanathan Anand was involved with the Poker Sports League, and that, he was a brand ambassador. That should tell you, if he thinks that poker is indeed a mind sport, then people should be listening to him and finding laws that change.
Agree with you. Poker Sports League is significantly contributing to the growth of this game as a mind sport. Coming to, Dhaval sir, you have been associated with several major brands as a team pro. Tell us about your experiences as a team pro.
Well, when you join a company which is starting out, or, trying to set up and trying to do new things, you're obviously very excited, and you hope that, you can help in a manner that is not just you trying to receive a paycheck, but actually improve a product. You want to try and give them legitimate feedback, user-driven feedback, right? So if I play 10 hours on a software, I will see what things I like and what I don't like. And because I play, I already have an idea of what players like, so I can bring them that. With very recently with Pocket 52, I think we guys went very deep, and we really worked very hard with the team. It's the first time I thought a team used us really well, like their pros, instead of, just the photographs and the photo shoots, which everyone does, which is fine, which is great. But like, the true usage of a pro, I think, can be in creating content, and then in actual product development and like fine-tuning product, in the sense that for Pocket 52, me and Laksh and Raghav, we were doing helping with tournament structures, with payout structures, with timings of tournaments, which day should be what schedule. So I think there is a lot that a pro can do instead of just being a face. And I mean, both is fine. If you choose to just be a face and that is the way your contract is kind of written in, that's fine. But I personally am the kind of person who doesn't, once I'm involved with something, I'm going to be irritating. I'm going to be calling up to the team saying, why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we fixing this? Why is it taking 1 week? Let's do it. I'm going to post about it. So like personally, I get very involved. So you maybe have to ask the people who work with me how irritated they get with me. But I think a pro's role is to try and develop the product better and then try and engage people who have a comfort with him onto the website eventually.
Interesting. According to you, what should be the ideal role of a team pro in promoting or contributing to the growth of the brand they represent?
I don't think there's an ideal role. Every brand and every company will come to you with a different set of challenges and different set of goals, in the sense that, say, it would not be the same to join Poker Bazi today as a pro versus say poker something else versus say Adda, because all three have different needs and have different kind of where they are in the industry as well. So I think the important thing is to try and make sure that you push to make the product actually usable. Like, it can't be, if you're somebody who sits and complains about other softwares or have done in the past, then you should try and make the software you endorse. You obviously, as a pro, you have a responsibility towards your audience as well, where you don't want to just be endorsed by a site that you don't know anything about just to get a paycheck, because you do not want to mislead your followers as well. So there's a balance that you have to create, I think. But I think it's a good gig. Like, I think I can't complain about having these offers.
Wonderful. Coming to your future plans, what is next for Dhaval Mudgal? Is there any specific partnership in pipeline, or are there any specific milestones you are looking to achieve?
No specific partnership as such. If people are looking at specific partnerships, give me a call. But I think just WPT Cambodia right now. WPT Cambodia right now, which is coming up in a week. So I'll be there for a month, and then hopefully Australia and Taipei in April. And I haven't planned any further with poker players. That is really long-term planning already. I've done 4 months of planning. It's going to be the end. There's going to be some online series in the middle that I'll come back and play. So it's just going to be a lot of poker in the next 3-4 months. So just trying to prepare mind, body, everything for it.
Interesting. I wish you all the best for your future. Can we go for some rapid fire questions?
Let's do it.
So let's go. Money or happiness?
I think happiness.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs, easy.
Who is the funniest poker player?
Me, but it's not even close. It's me.
Okay. Who has the best poker face in India?
Best poker face in India. Wow, who's intense? I'm trying to think. I think Siddhant Kriplani has a very imposing kind of demeanor on the table. So I'm going to give him the nod here.
एक बंदे ने और मेंशन किया था उनका ही नाम इंटरव्यू में.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not necessarily. He's got a demeanor about him, which is I think imposing. So that's cool.
Yeah. Favorite shopping destination?
Online. The World Wide Web.
Online. Favorite destination to chill and relax?
I really like Thailand. I think Thailand is something that's very close to India, and lovely beaches, lovely food. So I try and make it a stop when I'm traveling in and out.
Where did you go on your last vacation?
I haven't been on a vacation in so long. I mean, all of my trips are kind of saddled into, wherever I'm traveling. I don't think I've been on a vacation for very long, but I'm going to Bangkok for a food holiday in 2 days. So...
Your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush. I don't know how to say her name. Emma Rajatovsky.
Interesting. What is your favorite type of music?
Everyone googling.
Because आप खुद musician
rock and roll, blues, reggae, that kind of stuff. Like old school rock, Pearl Jam, Led Zeppelin, Beatles, that kind of thing.
Your favorite car?
My favorite car. I've recently not really become a big fan of like I feel like car the Land Rover.
Your favorite movie?
Almost Famous.
What dish do you cook best?
I cook very little food, but I can probably cook Maggie and pasta. So I guess it has to be that.
One thing you can't really live without?
Laughter.
Laughter. Interesting. Yeah, laughter should be always there in your life. Finally, any thoughts or words for Poker Pro News?
Yeah, good job, man. I hope to see you guys leveling up through and through. I've been watching some of the interviews, and I think I can see that you guys have been doing a great job. So good luck for your next, whoever you're interviewing next, and let's hope to hear more from you guys.
Sure. All right, that concludes our interview with you. It was really an exciting conversation with you. Thank you for your time and sharing your insights with our audience. We wish you all the best for 2025. Thank you once
Thank you
again.
so much.